So my name is Ashish Mane. I've been working as a SAP professional, SAP functional consultant from the last couple of years, I will say, from 7 plus. Okay, so I've completed my Bachelor of Engineering as well from the Pune University itself. Then I have switched to SCM, which is Supply Chain Management. So there I have come to know about SAP. Okay, so this is your initial phase, I can see. So we will both together go through the journey of SAP. I will teach you, I will guide you definitely from the functional end. Basically, so we will start from what is SAP and all about. But before that, I just want to know what is your educational or professional background, what you have in the current practice. Okay. So Tanya, just let me know about or introduce just yourself in quick seconds.
Yeah, so hello, good morning.
Yeah.
So, my educational background is Bachelor of Commerce in honors, and currently I'm also pursuing the MBA in the Logistics Supply Chain Management. And currently I'm working with the TCS as a quality analyst, where we having a project related to DHL, and we are dealing with the customs. Regulations and clearance process. So currently my background is
Okay, fine, fine. Nice to hear you that. So, okay, so basically, I just have heard from you said that you have done your MBA from logistics and supply chain management, correct?
yeah, it's
That is,
currently going on.
oh, okay, okay, finally. So you are just pursuing. Okay, fine. So that is the best part, okay, Tanya, about SAP. I can see that if you are doing well in logistics and supply chain management, then SAP is the key career, I will say. Definitely, it will help you and you will have the best career approach since you are working in the logistics and supply chain management. So this is SAP is all about basically SCM, supply chain management. We, if you are aware, we also have all other applications as well with SAP, right? Oracle, ERP. Earlier they were using ERP and Oracle and all. Oracle is also in the current practice they are utilizing, but SAP is on lead. It's on top. Okay, so since you are learning logistics and supply chain management, it will definitely help you and bring you the topmost career. Okay, so that is
Yeah.
all about. So do you know about SAP? What is SAP stands for, or what is actually SAP is all about? Like anything, any background about SAP, from where you come to know, or like the way we are here for MM, right? SAP MM or P2P, procure to pay. So what do you have any idea, basic idea? That's why you have joined as a P2P or MM specialist.
Yeah, so I just have a not much about the SAP, but yeah, I know the little about that.
Okay.
SAP is one of the I can say the application or the thing that where end to end everything is managed by this particular application, where manufacturer to the end customer process is managing by the SAP, and in between all the processes that has been done, uh, so that managed by this, I can say.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Fine. Okay. So, okay, fine. So I'll tell you about what basically SAP is and all, okay, in the quick seconds, okay. So SAP is nothing but its full form is System and Product Application in Data Processing. Okay, basically it's a German software. So if you know the IBM company, okay, we have if you're aware about, so those employees in uh, the long back 90s, I guess, they came together and they developed this software, SAP. Okay, this is basically a supply chain management software. Okay, it's a German software, I will say, and it's all about the function. It's all about the functioning, or I will say, the analyzing the business processes and mapping them into the software. Okay, and that's what consultant do. Okay, so here there are two elements, I'll say, in the SAP, which is your functional consultant from the user's perspective, I'm saying, or else consultant, I'll say, then master user, and then end users as well. So we are here to learn the part of a consultant thing. Okay, what we are going to learn? The part of a consultant thing. I mean, what consultant actually do in their day-to-day framework. Okay, and then what actually end users do, that also we will learn definitely. But more of it, we have to learn the consultant part of things, not an end user. End users are like, they are just doing their daily processing things like creation of purchase order. uh, Store users are posting the grn entries, invoice posting. Those are all kind of a things are related to the end users. But we are here to learn the consultant part of things. Consultant, what actually consultant do? Okay, so basically he do the configuration kind of a things. He'll adopt or he acknowledge the whatever the requirement which he has received from the client, and he analyze it and how he can map into the SAP. Okay, that is a part of a consultant. So end user cannot do this. Okay, end user is just a part of a, they are working for the client, they are doing just day to day daily activities. Now I'll come back to you on the MM part. So do you have any idea about MM? What is MM stands for, or what is P2P? Parallelly, we can say MM as a P2P, procure to pay, and then we can say MM as a material management. But do you have any idea about what comes under MM, Tanya?
Not much, Ashish.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Yeah, I was just asking to you just because you are doing logistics and supply chain management, right? That's why I was asking. No worries. So MM is nothing but materials management. Okay, we so basically in SAP we have different models. SAP MM, that is the first which we are going to learn. That is the materials management. Then SAP SD, which is your sales and distribution. Then SAP PP, production planning. Then SAP FICO, which is financial, completely all the finance kind of a things, your material ledger and the postings, everything comes under that. That is all. Those are the functional models. Okay, other models are also there from the functional side. Along with the PP, there are QM as well. There are plant maintenance models. Okay, those all under comes under the functional. And other side, there are technical models as well. Okay, on which technical consultants work. Those are ABAP, and you will say that basis as well. Okay, ABAP means the way technical persons, from the coding background or computer background, they have Java, all other languages. So SAP only learns ABAP. Okay, ABAP, Advanced Business Application Programming Language. That is completely technical, but you don't have to worry on that. Just I'm just adding up the knowledge. Okay, and then basis is just the way user IDs are getting created or any technical kind of a issue, uh, like server is not working and all other kind of a thing. Those things comes under basis. Okay, uh, your system posting, sorry, not posting, installation, upgrades, right? Server upgrades. Those all those things come under basis and security. Now coming back to our the functional kind of a things, as I explained you, MM, SD, PP, right? FICO, PM, all those are functional models. Okay, functional means what? As the name it says that, right? Functional means what? We have to plan and analyze all the business processes, and we have to map them into our SAP in the system. Okay, in the software itself. That is what function consultant do. So MM means what? We have it's parallel word for MM is procure to pay or P2P you can say. Okay, you can say like P2P consultant or MM consultant. For sales side, we can say O2C, order to cash, right? For PP, we can say plan to procure in that way. So coming back to MM, it's completely the purchasing side, how you can procure the material, how you can procure the service, how you can transfer the stock, right? Those things all comes under MM. Okay, means procuring from the vendor. That is what MM stands for. Okay, so you have to learn all the business processes which are related to the purchasing side, which are related from the purchasing side, not from sales side. Okay, like how you can procure the materials from vendor, and for that, of course, you require the purchase order. How you can create the purchase order. Okay, then once you will create the purchase order, what will happen? How will you receive the stock from the vendor? Okay, once you will receive the stock, how you will post the grn. Okay, once you will post the grn, how you will post the invoice. Okay, and now in between this you can see invoice words comes in, right, at the end of the whole scenario. So that is we called as a MM and FI integration. FI means I have already told you, right? FI means finance part. So MM and FI is integrated with this small posting, which is you can call it as an invoice. Okay, so you can say 50-50 contributions are there from MM and from finance end for posting the invoice, but you have to at least know like basic understanding what is invoice stands for, like how you can post invoice, not in deep, but you should know. Okay, so all these processes and all that end users perform, and you have to configure it, then only they can perform or they can post it. Okay, so all these processes are getting configured at the system in the SAP in the development environment. Later on, I will definitely guide you what is development, what is quality, and what is production system. That is later part. But first of all, I'll just tell you what is MM is all about. Okay, so that you can also sure that yeah, this is the kind of things you are going to learn. Okay, then coming back, then and we have the stock posting as well. So once you will receive the stock, how you will manage the inventory, right? How you will transfer the stock from your one storage location to another. Now, storage location is new word for you. So don't worry, later on you will come to know storage location and all. So how you will manage the stock, how you will again transfer the stock to another plant, right? So in that, we will have the different procurement scenarios like consignment purchase order is there, service purchase orders are there, then different stock transfer order, STOs are there, intercompany, intra-company, all those business process comes under MM. Then inventory management, how you can goods issue the goods, okay, how you can increase the inventory, okay, what is the 561, all those movement types and all. Okay, now movement type again is the new word, but that is the most important from the MM side. Okay, so that will come to know later on. Okay, so all those business processes you have to map into SAP. Okay, why I'm saying map, just because you are gaining the knowledge of the consultant, not as an end user. If you are gaining the knowledge for end user, just postings are required. I mean, if like if someone wants to become the end user, then they can refer the YouTube and all. But why we are here as a part of a consultant, just because you want to acquire the knowledge exactly what consultant actually do. Okay, that you cannot go to YouTube and all other websites and come to know, yeah, this is what I have to do as a consultant. Okay, actually, the one who is working as a SAP professional somewhere else, they can only tell you about what actually consultant do, because it's not just mapping, just doing the configuration the way we do on our phones, right? Just setting up the alarm and all of the things. The same way you have to just configure the system and then done. No, SAP MM or any functional, I'll say it's even if it's SD, even if it's FICO or PP, you have to understand, you have to acquire whole business process. Then only you can map the things as a functional consultant in SAP. If you don't understand what is business all is doing, then you cannot do this. Like you cannot do any functional configuration in SAP, right? You have to first understand the requirement, you have to do analysis, and in that way you have to do here. Before that, you have to think a lot, right? Like if you are creating any plant, like that comes under MM. So why you are creating that plant, which purchase organizations are responsible for that plant, then again company code, which company code is the topmost entity for that plant. Those all those things will come under MM. Okay, so that is all about MM. I'll furthermore I will add some part of things. Okay, so now the way I have said plant, right? That is the part of a organization structure. So that you are going to learn what is what how you can create the plant. In plant, what entities come again? Okay, it's like a tree structure or flow chart. First, top the company, then company code, then plant, storage location. Parallel, you will have the sales organization, then purchase organization. All this whole is the organization structure that you have to learn. Okay, first, once you will learn the organization structure, be under that organization structure, how you can create and post the documents from MM side. Okay, the way I'm saying this purchasing procurement scenarios are from MM side. Okay, parallelly, we will have O2C like SD as well. They are from sales side. Once you will procure the material, then there will be the production. Okay, first I'll let me tell you about the production. Okay, the way we have the and P2P, okay, side, the other way, we have also PP side. PP consultants are there, PP model is there. So once you will procure the material, they will, process out something, they will create. Let's take a good example of the sugarcane industry, right? You will purchase the sugarcane, right? Sugarcane from the farmers. Once you will purchase the sugarcane, they will process out in the industry, and that whole process comes under PP, and the purchasing side comes under MM. Processing of sugarcane, then there will be the waste, right? Then once it will get processed out, you will get the final product, that is your sugar or jaggery, I'll say. Okay, that sugar and jaggery comes under O2C, which is your sales part. Okay, and the selling of that jaggery and the sugar whole, whatever the profit and loss, whatever you will occur from the purchasing side as well, that whole, management will comes under the finance side. How, for how much rupees you have purchased that sugar cane, and for how much rupees you have sell. Okay, that whole comes under the FICO, which is your finance side, right? So that is the best example I'll say for the sugarcane industry. I'll always uh, say this example to my each and every session. So I hope you are getting, Tanya. Do you have any doubt till now? Like whatever if I'm saying, you can ask.
No, no, Ashish. So far,
You,
it's clear for me.
yeah, you're getting right what I'm
Yes,
trying to,
yes.
the basic idea. Okay, today we are just going through the basic kind of a thing, like what is SAP MM stands for, how you can uh, correlate with whatever you are currently learning, your professional background, right? Like ऐसा ना हो तुम finance में काम कर रहे हो and then again you are learning something different, so you will feel that what I am doing. Earlier, I have worked on the finance kind of a thing. Now I'm learning MM. And what is O2C is all about? Why only MM? Why not SD? Why not ABAP? Okay. Now coming back to the ABAP, just I'll spend just few minutes on that. So ABAP is nothing but the programming language. So here in SAP and the consulting world, okay. So ABAPers are there. The way you are a functional consultant, they are also technical consultant. So they just do the coding. Okay, they have their own syntax in the ABAP language, and they are just doing the coding. And when they will come into the picture, when other than standard configuration things are going to be there, any Z report, any customization in SAP, okay, then only they will come into the picture. Okay, there will be the lots of chances, of course, customization, developments, Z reports, enhancements will be there. So in that phase or in that scenario, ABAPers will come. But when they will come, you have to also come into the picture. Okay, why? Because functional consultant provide the logic to them, and according to that only they are going to develop their object or any Z report or any customization. So you are responsible for logic. So you should know what will be the logic at the back end. You have to provide the logic from the tables itself, where you have to do the enhancement. Exactly, all those things will come under you. Then definitely you are going to tell them, so this is the logic and you have to do this. Then only they will do. Okay, technical consultant in the usual practice, okay, they don't have any idea about the business process, nothing. They don't interact with the client and users as well. Okay, only you are responsible for taking the requirement, you are responsible for uh, grasping that requirement, okay, acknowledging that requirement and transforming that into the functional solution. That is the your part. Okay, and in between that, if any customization comes into the picture, then only ABAPer will come, and then definitely you have to tell them what is the logic. So that's ABAP stands for. Okay, ABAP's the whole theory, and even the basic, even the from the basic side, when the user IDs are going getting created, when you are working on the new implementation projects, right? Then now implementation again. This is again new word coming, you are listening right now. So implementation in SAP, I'll tell you on that. So I'll just let me finish on the basis side. Okay. So basis team and all those consultants work for the user ID creation that I have already told you. Then any server related issue. any security kind of a thing. Right now, we will receive the servers. So in that servers, let's assume that I'm not able to log in or any user ID creation and password creation having an issue. So those will get handled by the basis. Okay, so those are under basis consultants. And then now coming back to implementation. Okay, so SAP now, so SAP, when we are going to implement SAP somewhere else, let's take a good example. So we have Volkswagen currently in India, right? Volkswagen company. You are aware, right? Tata, right?
Yes.
Tata is also there, Mercedes is also there. So those are big firms, right? So for sure, if they want to run their business, they are, I mean, they should acquire or they should implement SAP in their end. Any big four, any big firm, industry or company, without SAP, their business will not work for sure. That's why, from career point of view, SAP is the best uh, career, I'll say. Okay, so any big four company is going to be there. Any multinational company, any company is going to transform into multinational company, then they have to implement SAP for sure, because their whole business, all the document, every supply chain management kind of a thing, every document posting, each fiscal year documents, all those things they can map or they can store somewhere. The solution is SAP only. There are other ERP models as well, Oracle and all, but SAP is the leading one, which I have told you, right? So let's take a good example. So Kia Motors is the, I think that came 1 or 2 year back in India. But let's just assume that Kia just introduced in the India. Okay, so when they put their first step in India, so they want to manufacture their plants somewhere in the Bangalore, in the Pune, and in the Mumbai. But once they will start the manufacturing and they will implement their plant parallelly, any ERP solution, if someone can recommend to them, is the SAP. So there will be the implementation project. Why I'm saying implementation? Because that is the new firm, okay, where they don't have any idea about SAP and all. So there will be the implementation project when you are going to newly implement SAP somewhere else. Before that, they were not utilizing any SAP. They were just handling the ERP through any of the X software, any software. But now later on, once they decided to change their ERP from other software to SAP, then there will be the implementation phase. That is the most crucial and the best part of SAP. Okay, crucial why I'm saying, because implementation project, if like you are very lucky if you are getting any implementation project in your SAP whole career journey. Okay, in the initial phases, if you are getting, then the best, I mean, you are fortunate if you are getting that kind of a thing to learn. Okay, mostly people get the support project during their initial career and all, but that is also fair. That is your initial journey. But if you are getting implementation project in your initial journey of SAP, then you are very fortunate and lucky enough, right? So implementation, why I'm saying implementation is the best part, because in that you will come to know all about SAP, all about industry, how industry actually works. You will come to know how to gain and analyze the requirement, all those implementation phases, realization, and all those kind of a thing. Okay, those will comes under implementation. So in implementation as well, there are different implementation: greenfield, brownfield, right? The rollout projects are there. That I will definitely teach you later on once we will complete our syllabus. But just I'm giving the quick scenario, quick idea behind implementation. Okay, and then when I'm talking about the support project, so support means already like we have a Tata Motors in India. Okay, so of course they are utilizing and using SAP, S4HANA, then Fury as well. So right now, currently, as a consultant, we are providing support to them. Then whatever in the day-to-day or daily activities, if they are facing any errors or any new requirement is going to come, then as a consultant, you have to guide them. You have to resolve their errors. So that is under support part or support project, where already SAP is implemented, and there you have to work as a consultant to support there. day-to-day or daily business activities. Any kind of a thing will come. So they will raise a just ticket. Okay, the way in the when we are when we are purchasing something from Amazon or Flipkart, and if any miscommunication or any bad product, if you have received, then you just raise a ticket. In the same way, from there and they will raise the ticket. So in that ticket is getting managed by any of the third party software tool. Okay, Jira will be there or anything. Okay, so that ticket you have to resolve, and that will come under support project. So there also will come to know or learn other business activities. Definitely you will, if you are into development team or enhancement team, you can able to develop and enhance the different business processes. You will definitely learn how you can gather or collect all the business requirements. That all also comes under support project, definitely. But implementation is the best part. So like in the interview as well, in the current practice, so based on the implementation projects, they will ask you the good questions. And if you have done implementation somewhere else, then in the future point of view, I'm saying, if you have a good domain experience of SAP and if you have done implementation, you will be the topmost priority, okay, for shortlisting. Okay, now coming back to interview as well. So going forward, when I will teaching you, okay, SAP, I will definitely tell you about what will be the implementation. Sorry, not implement. What will be the interview question based upon SAP MM? Those will definitely ask. Okay, so I'm pretty much and confident, damn confident about that. Which question I'm going to highlight that will getting asked in your future interviews. Okay, apart from that, or apart from some of the basic topics which I'll tell you, like, to be honest, let me be frank. Okay, SAP MM interview is fixed on the some of the scenarios. If you have done those scenarios, you will able to pass, or you will able to score 85 to 90% in the interviews. Okay, any tricky question if they ask, then only you will get filled. Okay, but if I'm telling you this will getting asked, then that question is definitely going to asked by the interviewer. That is my whole experience. Okay, so be there, like whatever the questions I will mention in our daily sessions, just highlight those, whatever the topics, if I'm mentioning that is the most hot topic, you have to carefully acknowledge that, then you have to do that. Okay, other than that, I don't think so you will have any other questions from the interview point of view as well. Apart from that, talking about other models as well, when we are learning MM, then parallelly, definitely, when the integration part will come, SD model, where I've already told you about. That will also we will learn when if we are learning MRP as well. Then also some part of PP will also come, and the way I have said, right, invoice posting, right. So that will come under the FICO. So all those things we will learn as a part of integration of different models. Not a complete thing, because SD, when we are learning STO, which is stock transfer order, then some part of SD also we will learn how outbound delivery is getting posted and all, but not a complete SD part. Okay, from there and they are creating the sales order and all, that we are not going to learn. In MM, just purchasing kind of a thing, and in purchasing also, if we have any particular purchasing scenarios, consignment PU, STOs, say, third party scenarios, import PO and all. Okay, that will comes under MM. So that's all the basic quick around. I will say. Do you have any doubt, Tanya? Like,
Uh,
you can ask questions. I mean, any curious question from your end.
yeah. So far it's clear the
Mhm.
background of MM. Just have a quick questions like current scenario we are dealing with the AIs and the future is also AI. So what is the implement or what exactly the situation going forward to implement the AI in this particular MM or on SAP?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
its
yeah.
impact or not? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Good question, actually. So currently, we all know that AI world is there, But to be honest, I'll tell you on that. Okay, AI will not have any major impact from the functional or consulting point of view, the way you are learning SAP. Why I'm saying, to be honest, so last month I have got an invite from Accenture. So they were having the whole SAP team, and they were telling all those kind of things on AI. What actually AI is having any impact on SAP, or what, the way we have currently grasping or acknowledging the knowledge from functional end, it will have any major impact on our SAP whole career journey. So to be honest, no, it will not have any impact. Okay, first you have to learn what the functional kind of a things as a basic thing, I will say. So earlier, the way we were having ERP or ECC, okay, there at that point of time there was not any SAP S4 HANA Fury. So when we were having ECC, there also we learned ECC, some basic kind of a thing, and that basic things are just modified into SAP S4 HANA. The way there we were having the vendor master, here we are having in S4 HANA business partner. Now it is again upgraded. Now there is a public cloud, private cloud, Fury is there. Okay, but to learn that, at least you should have the basic understanding and knowledge of SAP S4HANA processes and configuration, all those things. AI, when it will come into the picture, when there will be the complete automation. Currently, as a consultant, you can also do automation. That is a third party thing. But to again to link that third party tool to SAP, you will have to provide the logic, and logic, who can tell the logic, right? You as a functional consultant only, and then technical person or the ABAPer or the technical consultant, I'll say, they will just map the things from the third party tool to SAP. But before that, as a functional, you should know what is the logic, and you will come to know the logic only when you have the good and quick understanding about the functional things. So don't worry about AI, that AI will have the major impact and all, because currently I can see, and to be honest, if even if you are the CEO or owner of the any big firm industry, you will definitely have the trust on the people who are posting the interest, because those are the financial kind of a things, right? So I don't think so there will be the major impact of AI. Definitely there will be the integration with AI. Like one of my mentor, I will say, from one I have learned SAP, they have done the AI implementation with SAP. Now, to be honest, they also don't have any idea about from the technical end how the things will hamper, but from functional end, definitely they have suggested the logic, and they have done the customization and then automation as well. Okay, from your end also, whatever the functional knowledge you have, once you will learn SAP, okay, whatever the functional logic and knowledge you will have, you can done the automation the way I have done in the one of the pharma industry. Currently, that process is completely automated. Just background job, they have scheduled and whole complete posting, email and all, that I have done. That is also again AI, I will say. Not AI, automation, I will say, not completely AI. AI just predicting the things before it actually going to happen again. But the way, if that particular material is going to expire, then that transferring that material, migrating that material from one storage location to another, that whole completely automation I have done. So from the logic based only. Okay, so don't worry about AI that it will have the major impact. That is a good question actually, but to be honest, that will not have any impact. To link with or to align with AI, first grab the knowledge or acknowledge the functional kind of a things, and learn how you can map that functional linkage to other tools, non-SAP tools, with the help of ABAP. So that definitely you have to learn. Okay, and
Okay.
also in SAP portal, if you check in the current, just to give you a quick heads up. Okay, currently in SAP as well. So if you check the portal, so they are introducing the new SAP certification. So there also AI is there. So even if you learn from there, just for the certification, you will also come to know. That is currently, I guess, that is free of cost. From 2026, they have started this. So from there also you can learn basic things just for the certification. But as a functional consultant, current practice, even as a technical, even as a basic, it will not have any major impact, because business has to run at any cost. and the owner of the business definitely have trust on the people who are implementing, who are doing the things. They cannot rely on just AI because all those are financial things. Like 1 crore rupees of posting is going to be there. So I don't think so. The CEO or any CFO or owner will have the reliability or rely on the AI thing that AI will post my document posting, right? Only person can post that, and to post that, actually that person you have to configure the things. Then only that person can post. And when you will configure, when you will come to know about the requirement, right? So don't worry about that AI. In future, there will be the integration with the different tools of AI, but not completely AI here in SAP.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so any other things like that was the quick basic go around. Any other things you can ask? Like from my end, I have guided you all the basic things. What SAP stands for, what we have in the current practice, and what you are going to learn. What is MM? What is the implementation project? All those things. From your end, do you have any questions?
So far, no question.
Uh, we can conclude. So from okay, so even if you have any questions about any kind of a thing, you can ask, like from the language point of view as well, or whatever, any basic questions, how many days it will cover and all that also. So basically, to be honest, from my end, it will take uh, to learn exactly if we go with the flow. Okay, 2 months, that will be enough. Let me just check whatever we can cover in our syllabus if we go with the flow. And again, then I will also, from my personal, I will guide you and teach you about how to crack interviews and all. That also I'll tell you how you can tackle, interview questions, how interview questions are getting asked, because I am also belong from the interview panel. So there's one quick trick that everyone suggests to us, that this is the way you can ask the question. So that also I'll tell you. So don't worry about that as well. Just be there, like from for the next 2 months, when we are learning the SAP MM. So keep that in mind, and I'll also give you the quite work. I'll say homework for you, so that you have to complete. Okay, for it's a mandatory, because if you fail to do that, then in the next session you will not able to learn anything. Like there is always dependency if you are learning any software model, any, like not just SAP, any design software also you're learning. Then there's practice is the most best things, I'll say. Okay, so you
Yeah.
have to do daily practice as well. If you are not doing practice, Tanya, then definitely it will have the major impact. Okay, so you have to do the daily practice. If you miss practice, then again on the next day you will forget all the things whatever you have learned in the last session. Okay,
Sure. Sure.
that
Yeah.
is the crucial important thing. So practice is the key, I'll say. Even if you miss any one session because of anything, that is fine, you will able to cover up from the recording. But if you miss the practice for couple of days or 2 days, you will forget everything. Because when I'm doing the screen sharing, if I'm explaining something, definitely you will come to know, definitely you will learn. But when it actually comes, when you are actually going to practice it, then there will be the confusion, where I have to click, where was that check mark and all. So practice is the best practice you have to do at all, at any cost. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, then fine. We can conclude. Simi, I guess.
Okay. So thanks. Thanks, Ashish.
Yeah, thank you so much.